My name's Janice. This is Aaliyah. This is Nick, Jordan, and Jordan. And a couple weeks ago, Manheim came with a case study for us, and that was one, to build trust with the customers, and two, how to build trust with the buyer and seller. And we came up with 3 strategies to help do this. And here's Nick with the first one.
So what we decided to do was create a customer service chat box on the OVE and Manheim website. As you can see, we've sampled AT&T's chat box because they do a pretty good job. Now what this chat box would do would be able to provide instant customer support. The customer support representative would know the ins and outs of the website and would be able to help navigate new and current customers, as well as be able to answer any questions accurately and quickly. We felt as if this built trust with the customers because it provides a more personal feel. So instead of a FAQ website that you go to, you actually talk with a live human being. And we thought that was a great way to build trust with our customers. So I'll pass it on to Jordan.
Another way to build trust was to add more visuals to your page. You guys do a good job by showing pictures, adding comments about the car, and showing vehicle specifications, but we thought it would be great to add like a 360 video of the car inside and out. And we have a video, like a sample, to show you. We'll show the car 360. That's basically it. And it will show the car. And it will show the car inside and out and in more details. And what this video does, it gives the buyer like a better detailed visual of what they're buying, so like they can get a picture of what they're buying. And if the vehicle and video doesn't match the specification and comments, then they would have to deal with the contracting policy that Jordan will tell you more about.
Okay, so the Manheim buyer and seller protection policy is a policy that the buyer and seller sign with Manheim, the company. And by signing this contract, the seller commits to that they promise that all the information about the car is correct, all like titles and everything is going to be there, and then the buyer signs also for him to know that he is going to be liable for the money and going to be paying for the car. And so if the buyer is led to false information or misrepresentation about the vehicle, then the buyer can either void the deal or he can take it up with Manheim. And Manheim would contact the seller and see what he wants to do. And here's Leo with the how the policy connects to the profile.
Okay, so we decided to create a profile. The profile is made, it's very much so on the optional side. If you're a buyer and a seller, you don't have to do this, but we thought that creating a profile between the buyer and the seller under Manheim's OVE website would make the buyer and the seller know more about each other instead of doing a money transaction with somebody you've seen once or twice, and just seeing their face and seeing actual factual information, because the information should coincide with the policy. And that's how we think that the policy connects with the profile. The profile is really much so, like I said, optional. You don't have to do it, but I don't think anybody wants to give somebody their money and they don't know anything about them. So that's what the profile is for, is to build. It's that visual trust type of thing for the buyer and the seller. It's not really, it doesn't have anything really to do with Manheim. It's just under their website. And now I'm going to take it over to Yannis. This is going to talk about the profile layout.
Alright, so this is the layout. You have the picture of the buyer, the seller, or the company, as you can see, Mr. Bunny. underneath you have the seller's information, how many cars he sold, how many has been returned, or any broken deals. And so you're also building trust to see if you can see if this person's reliable. Right here you just have just basic information like where he's from, just background information, how long he's been selling cars. Here you have like you can contact him on Facebook, Twitter, also the little rating thing. Basically just tell you how more reliable he is, how if he's about his business. We have the current inventory, this cars that he's trying to sell right now. And we just thought this would be a good idea because Manheim is #1 in the car auction, but you guys really don't have anything social media wise. So I mean, this can just be another way for you guys to keep continuing in the right direction, but also having a leg up in the social media.
This is Manheim's little way of having their own social media instead of having a Facebook or a Twitter. This is your way of having a social media, but your customers are interacting with each other without you. And that's the end of our presentation.
Thank you.
The instant chat, how would you handle it with people that, because you said it created a personal feel, what about people that actually do want to speak with, like, do you just give them that as another option, or are you trying to, like, move everything in that direction where it's just instant messenger?
That is another option that they can do. I mean, the customer service representative will provide an answer, and if they can't, then they'll give you to somebody who can provide an answer.
And just like the website, everything is optional. Just like for the older people that don't know how to use like a Facebook or something like that, they can still call or contact email or something like that. Just another way for just to kind of get in the new generation and how to get a new feel for everything.
But it's personal. It's a personal choice. I mean, you don't have to do it, but at least as a company, you're giving them the option to do it.
But that IM is for interacting with the media, not the product.
No, it's customer service.
Yeah. So when they get on Manheim.com and they're struggling, it's not about the car they may want to buy, it's about navigating the web.
Right.
So it's a brilliant idea because, everyone's going to call centers all around the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ever put a call into a call center and you get somebody in India or in Asia, it's really frustrating, it's hard, there's a lag, a delay. But how do you know that that person on the other end of that chat isn't in India? You have no idea.
But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
And from a personal experience, first time I've ever done it, it was great. I had to put my kid on my phone and got frustrated on the phone, hung up and did the IM with somebody at AT&T and had it done in 15 minutes, and I could answer them when I wanted to, not when they asked the question.
Yeah, that's what we thought would be quicker.
That's a great idea. But that's more of a corporate initiative than a facility, right? So that would be something at your level, not so much ours. You should do something with that.
I'm on it. We don't want to do Skype because then you get one of the five of us and that'd be an ugly experience.
Now, with respect to the stats, you're already working on that, correct? The stats are another great, I think that's a fantastic idea, and I think we're headed in that direction. So it's a great idea, seeing in on some stuff.
Good idea, guys.
Thank you.